Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Laura and I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for popping by and joining me as I show you how to make one of these really great swirly Tree of Life pendants. And if you're here for the first time, consider giving me the thumbs up, subscribing, and hitting the bell to get the notifications from my channel. Alright, so let's get started as I show you how to make one of these beautiful pendants. The materials we are using for today's project is a ruler. We have our 24 gauge aluminum wire. I like this because it's super easy to work with, but you can bump up the quality and the value if you want to go with a sterling wire. That's perfectly fine as well. I recommend practicing before you move on to more expensive materials. We have approximately a 1.5 inch faceted glass bead here, and I quite like this one. It's rather iridescent. And then we have our snips, 2 pairs of jewelry pliers. We have round nose, and then these are very much like a chain nose, but they have no teeth, so it minimizes the risk of scarring our wire. The stone or the bead that we're using for this project, it's a faceted glass bead, and it has the hole that goes straight through from top to bottom through the center. And this bead is about almost 1.5, a little bit less than that actually even, in length, and the oval is quite a nice shape, but as you can see I've done a couple of larger circular ones, and they're really a high impact piece of jewelry, and I absolutely love this on any shape of bead that you have. Now this one's just a titch smaller than what the rest of them are, so we want to account for that in the length of our wire. So for this one we're going to cut about a 20-inch piece of our 24 gauge wires. We're going to just 10 inches doubled. We're going to snip that off. That. And this aluminum wire is just such a joy to work with. It's really wonderful. What a wonderful medium. So I've just taken and I've started to make this little loop, sticking our jewelry pliers in there, our round nose pliers, and we're just giving it one twist. That's what we're doing. And this is making the bail for our pendant. So then we take one side and we pop it through the hole like so, straightening this out, and then we want to bring that wire from the top to meet the wire at the bottom. Holding it pretty firmly, we're grasping the 2 wires, and we're only giving a couple of twists. This bead isn't very long, and we want the focus to be on the swirls of our tree, and that means minimizing the length of our trunk. So just kind of eyeball it. Might take a little bit of practice to determine what you prefer, as we all have our own styles. And but you know, these whip up so quickly, and they're easy enough to make that if you have lots of supplies, experiment lots. If you don't, then just take it apart. All the supplies are pretty inexpensive, so if you need to redo it a couple of times, that is fine too. All right, so we've established the trunk of our tree is going to be about yay long. And we're going to try and work alternately on both sides of this to try and keep our loops approximately the same size. So we're quite simply going to grab that first wire, we're going to bring it around, and we're going to make our first loop like that. Grabbing the second one, pulling it around, making one at approximately the same size. And this can take a little bit of fiddling around, but by all means take your time with it. And pulling that through, making our next loop, holding it firmly. Just like so. Right. And the length of your bead is going to determine how many loops you actually make. So just take your time, working from one side of your piece to the other. Pulling our wire straight up like that. Making our loops just a little bit smaller. The further up our tree we go. Now these ones I just kind of stack one on top of the other, but you could certainly overlap them a little bit more. There we have that, and I think I'm going to make one more small one on each side, just like so. Okay, is that one? And you're going to see that there's a lot of movement. It's slipping around a bit, but it'll all come together. All right, beautiful. I really quite love the way that looks. All right, so we have our two wires protruding at the top, and now that we've got all of our loops, we want to just very gently make a couple of twists at the top. Flattening them, getting them more or less in position where we want them to be. And then we're going to take the first of our wires, holding this very firmly, nice and tight. We're going to just take and we're going to just give one solid wrap around that bail. And then we're going to just snip it off like that. And then pressing it flat. Okay, so then we have one more remaining. Just adjust that a titch. And then we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take and we're going to wrap it. However, I do want to go up the bail. Just a couple of wraps. Like so. And then we snip that off. And we want to tuck it inside of those wraps. This takes a bit of practice. And as you can see, I am struggling just a titch with it. And I think I just had my wire a little bit too long is what the problem is here. All right, let's try that again. There we go. Let me just play with it, move it into place. And there we go. There is our beautiful little Tree of Life pendant. And once again, as I said, you can do it on a multitude, a variety of types of beads. This one is a faceted glass crystal. This one is also faceted, but as you can see, it's a little bit longer than what this one is even. And then this one is a round stone, and then this one is a wood. This one just has the one hole in it, so it's strung a little bit differently, but really it's the same principle for all of them. Really beautiful, super quick. Really enjoy these, and you could easily make earrings to go, so that you have a matched set as well. So thank you so much for popping by. I really appreciate it. Once again, I am Laura, and don't forget to give me that thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Please subscribe and click that notification bell. And thanks again, and until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.